What's up, family and everyone out there in the world? This is Individuality to Entity Tarot, and I'm going to be doing Taurus's general reading from the first half of July, July 1st to the 15th. Now, this is a general reading, so not all messages may apply to your situation. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And I will be pulling 9 cards from the Celtic Tarot deck, clarify them with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and pulling 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle deck. And I will be doing an overall card as well. And this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus is called fixed earth, being fixated on its own ways of thinking and being practical. You are born from the second house of values and what you have to offer to the world, as well as how you plant seeds. Now, let's get to the reading and let's begin. Okay then, let's begin. So the overall is the Ace of Swords. So this is you coming up with an idea. You have a thought, and you're wanting to implement this thought. Alright, now starting the reading off. From the overall is the 9 of Pentacles. So you're in a really good place right now. You might be by yourself, but you have everything that you need to feel materially sufficient. And from the 9 of Pentacles, you get the 4 of Swords. So you're taking a lot of rest during this time for the first half of July. You're focusing on resting, recuperating, possibly healing. We'll get more in depth when we clarify, but you're in a very good place, feeling materially sufficient and independent, and you're taking a rest for yourself, taking time to rest for yourself. Now, the King of Pentacles, not the King of Pentacles, but the 10 of Pentacles is that you have gone from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10. So you're really happy with what you have at the moment. You have everything that you need to feel happy and abundant in the material world. Alright? And this might be why you're taking a rest, because you're finally at the point where you would have everything to feel materially sufficient and happy and abundant. Now, here comes where a little dilemma is hit with the 8 of Swords. So you're dealing with feeling like you're trapped. Now, mind you, this 8 of Swords is peculiar because instead of the woman being blindfolded and with swords behind her and she's all wrapped up, this woman is actually free with the swords pointed down to the ground. So, and there's an arrow behind us. So arrows can represent intuition. Well, I feel like this is representing intuition, that you know how to break through this anxiety, how to break through this fear of being trapped. But you may not be as confident as you need to be to break out, but you know what to do. Alright? Now, moving on to the Page of Swords, this is you figuring out ways how to go around about the situation at hand. This is you it can be a little bit immature in communication, but you're doing your best to adapt and to figure out how to adapt to your current situation, which could be why you're experiencing some anxiety or feeling trapped, but you know what to do, and you're doing everything that you feel like is necessary to maneuver yourself. Right? You feel like you feel and know what to do to maneuver yourself, but you may, like I said, have a little bit of communication problems. You might not know exactly how to communicate, that's why, again, why the Eight of Swords is here. Know what to do, but going about it may be a little difficult for you at this time. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, this is you either giving to somebody else or somebody else giving to you. But in any case, either way, this is equal give and take. This is, like I said, someone giving to you or you giving to them. Now, we got the Five of Pentacles, which also ties into the Eight of Swords. You may feel alone during this time. At the end of the day, you may feel like you're by yourself or left out in the cold about something. At the end of the day, you have somebody, or you are giving to somebody, and it's an equal give and take. Okay, but there is some emotional adjustments that you need to do. And you see the woman looking up to the moon. This is intuition. You listen to your intuition. Okay? You listening to how you're supposed to go about things. And listening to your intuition. Now, with the Ten of Swords, there's some type of painful ending that has a cold. A straight cut ending. Not a heartbreak, but a cut ending. Something has been put to an end. Alright? So, with this ending, it can also cause some anxiety. This ending can cause feeling like you are left out in the cold. But I feel like this ending was best for you because it brought you into a place of material happiness and abundance and being materially sufficient and finally able to rest. And you are giving someone is giving you equal give and take from this. Now with the Queen of Swords, this is you being in your independence, you following and speaking out your truth, following your truth, following what you feel right is for you and your individuality and your highest good, regardless of how much anxiety it may cause, regardless of how much you feel out in the cold about something. You're putting that into it and following your individuality and your truth. Now, let's move on to clarifying these cards. Seven of Swords. So, this is a thought about deception. Or you may be finally coming to the awareness that you're deceiving yourself. Or the awareness and the idea that you need to push on and have mental tests. With mental tests. Right? Because usually this card is depicted as self-deception. Or just deception in itself, not just self-deception, but deception in itself. And you've gotten the clarity about it. about this deception, whether it's you deceiving yourself or somebody else deceiving you. You find the awareness and clarity about it. Now with the Nine of Pentacles, you get the Two of Swords. So, even though you're in material sufficiency, you're still having to make a choice about something. There's still a choice that you're needing to make. And those two cards with the Moon here. Oh, no. Sorry, this is the, two cards with the Moon here. So, there's a Moon right here, with her looking up to the Moon, and there's a Moon right here. So this is about really following your intuition, following what you feel right it is to do, what choice you need to make, or you've already made this choice and it's brought you into material sufficiency. Okay, because the Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords, so there's a choice that you made that put you into a place of material sufficiency. Clarify the Four of Swords. Four of Wands. So, I feel like you've been struggling as of late, and you finally found a happy home, a happy place, and you feel like you can finally rest and finally relax and finally start taking care of your own self. Okay, so with the Ten of Pentacles, I just clarify the Ace of Swords. So again, there's a lot of clarity that's coming in, I feel like. I feel like there's a lot of clarity, a lot of truth that is coming out, and it's put you from learning from this truth and finding your intuition and making this choice, regardless of how much anxiety you may have had, regardless of how much feeling out in the cold you are. You made this decision through some clarity, and from this clarity, you have found material happiness and abundance. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. The King of Wands. So, this is embarking on in taking leadership towards your vision, towards what you want, what you desire, what you feel is right for you, as far as your goals, your aspirations, and your life in general. You're heading that way and taking leadership. Regardless, and it might make you feel anxiety, but you know this is the right thing to do. It might make you feel like you're a bit trapped because you're by yourself, but you know this is the right thing to do. This is what you feel called to do. This is what you feel like your spirit's telling you. Even though the spirit's no thing, no shape and form, you create everything from nothing. And that in itself can be scary at times. But you're taking that leadership, and you're taking that role, and you're pushing forward. Clarify the Page of Swords, which is the Page of Cups. So you're trying to adapt. And I feel like this is tied to whoever is given to you, whoever is helping you, or whoever you're helping. But I feel as if someone is helping you through this clarity of deceiving. in this choice that you have made to put you into material sufficiency. Okay? So you, even though you're introverted, you're doing your best to share your love. Be open. Opening yourself up. Regardless of how much you feel trapped and anxiety and how you feel out in the cold, you're doing your best to open up to whoever is giving you, or whoever you're giving to, as far as this equal give and take situation goes. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. And get the Knight of Cups. So you are either seeking new love or you found new love. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a close relationship, a close friend, a close relative, a family member. But you're coming to them, or they're coming towards you with their cup. You're going towards them with your cup. There's a feeling of equal give and take here. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Let's clarify with the Five of Pentacles. So, even though you're in material sufficient in abundance, you've had to leave, or there's some type of breakdown of happiness. The Five of Pentacles was clarified by the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Swords is right after the Five of Pentacles. So, you may have, this happiness that you once had may be gone. It might have crumbled down. Now I'm going to clarify the Ten of Cups just to a new beginning. You've had a new beginning. You had to leave some happiness that most truly doesn't feel like happiness at all with the Seven of Swords. A lot of stuff happened during this full moon in Capricorn. And with this is a new beginning, a new start. Even though you feel out of the cold because what you thought was happy wasn't happy, this new beginning is going to lead to more happiness than what you thought you had. Now with this Ten of Swords, you get a Chariot. So you're moving on from this ending. You're moving away from this ending. You could be dealing with a Cancer. This ending had to go. You had to leave. You had to put an end to things for your highest good and for what's best for you. Right? A lot of us are going through some difficult times right now, especially now the sun is in Cancer, and it's a very emotional time. It's a very rejuvenating time. It's a very purging time. Purging whatever is not for you. And you're moving away from this ending. Or whatever you ended. Or what it was ended. Now let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Alright, so Queen of Swords was clarified by the Queen of Swords. So this is really acting in your individuality. And speaking your truth and moving with your truth. Okay? Both Queen of Swords. Now these are from two different decks. Alright? This Queen of Swords is really saying to follow your individuality. Follow your truth. Even though it's hard, even though it can be difficult, this is best for your highest good. Remember that thoughts and feelings are not yours. They are merely influences, and that you have the capability to agree or disagree with those thoughts and feelings. My advice to you would be to push them away. Either use meditation or some type of esoteric weightlifting, aka creating higher thoughts, better thoughts. Now let's pull 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle card to see what Mother Moon wants to say to us. So, the first Moonology card that you get is New Moon in Scorpio. Walk through your feels. Walk through the anxiety. Walk through feeling like you are out of the cold. Right? Walking through your feels, you will find a sense of happiness. Nothing good and nothing bad lasts forever. Everything passes. Everything is a cycle. So walk through those feels and push on. And your second card that you get is Waxing Moon. The energy is gaining momentum. So you're heading to better places, higher places, places that are better for your highest good, places that are better for you and your own self and your individuality, places that are good for your higher self. And the moon is here again in this picture. So this is really about following your intuition. Follow what you feel you are called to go to. Especially with these 2 Queen of Swords as well. Follow your individuality. Follow what you have going on for you. And your last card that you get from the Moonology Oracle deck is Full Moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So be practical about it. You know what you need to do. You know what you feel called to. You know what your gut is saying, your intuition is saying. But be practical about it. Make a plan. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your individuality. Walk through your feels. Know that you're moving to higher places and be practical about it. With that being said, I hope this helped. Until next time.